Hey guys, it's Selkity again, and today I've got something special for you. As mentioned on Monday, I'm going to show you a game from someone else. You might wonder, why someone else? This is you driving the ISC. Yes, I was in that game, and now I'm showing it, and I'll show you my part until I die, but I'm also going to show you the other part. So this video is going to be longer than usual because it's going to take some time, but more of that later. Right now I'm heading down to the area around D1, E1 to go hull down there to hopefully keep the enemy team at bay, and I'm hoping for a bit of support from the Oni, while Colossus and Herm in the lows are heading down 2 line, slowly progressing there. The Löwe, to say it in German, is not the fastest of tanks. And CIS is no sniper. And as you see, there are loads of shots bouncing, not of me, but of the tanks that I'm hiding behind. It's an indestructible target, and it's nice to increase the frontal armor of any tank. But it'd be better if I were in a American heavy. They've got better armor, frontal armor, turret armor at that. And you see that I've already taken a few shots that damaged me. So yeah, not really too nice, but I really don't want to have them progress down here, and that's why I'm staying even though I'm taking damage. And Colossus and Herm are now in position up on the ridge, trying to take care of everyone else up there. And we'll take a look at that after I'm dead. Yeah, you heard right, I'm not going to survive this battle, but what fun would it be to always survive now, would it? It would be nice, but even players like me die every now and then. But what I just said, it's a bit full of myself maybe. Nah. You know that even unicorns do die every now and then. They don't always survive, but they're trying to do the right thing. Okay, now we are watching Herm here. You might be wondering what he's doing there right now. Well, we were talking about gun elevation on TeamSpeak, and he's just trying to see how high up he can get this gun. Yeah, so he's not normally driving like that, and you'll see more of his normal driving later on. What I didn't realize when I was recording, that at first I had the free camera enabled and not fixed. I fixed that in a bit so that we see how he's aiming and everything. So, okay. You see that he's working together with Colossus here, also in his low, and they're trying to catch up with the AMX CDC, which is hard to do in any tank, let alone a tank as low as a low. If you look down in the left hand corner, you see that the low is capable of going 35 kilometers an hour, but that's in hard terrain, like on a road or something, not uphill. But I don't have a low myself. I don't know if it would be tank for me due to it being so slow. But and you see me down on the right hand side already trading shots. I just hit the KV4 for the first time, so if you want to relate to what I showed before that would be how long it took the low to arrive there. And right now I've switched the camera mode to fixed, so we are seeing what he's seeing and doing. And our lows already hit their MXCDC, I think, once, and are now trying to get in a few more shots, being hull down here. The low actually isn't too bad, going hull down with a rounded turret and everything, but it's by no means an American heavy tank or an American tank at that, who are good at going hull down. And Colossus is progressing here as well, together with Herm. And I'm telling them on TeamSpeak what's it like on the lower road that I was about to go down. And they asked me to tell them if the Oni goes down. So that's what I'm looking at during this part of the game, what I was looking at. And that's what playing in a platoon helps you to do. So you know that if something's going wrong or not. Unlucky that that didn't go through, but the KV-4 was turning his third there, and that gave a bit of an awkward angle. But he takes him down. And any minute now we will see that they're having to turn back to take care of those progressing down below. I told them, hey, the Oni is almost dead, he's pulling back, he died, but he bought our two lows enough time to take care of the KV-4 and everyone else up there except the T-28 HTC. So now they can take care of those tanks down here. And that's what they're doing. RD takes down the IS-3, and yeah. What's a bit bad about the low is that the engine gets damaged easily. Colossus has a damaged engine, Herm already fixed his, and the low is slow no matter what, but with a damaged engine it's even worse. So I really don't want that to happen. Now they decide to get back into cover. You see how Colossus is trying to maneuver down here, but engine damage and everything, so he's not really doing well there. And the T-28 HTC sees that and catches Colossus in the moment of turning. And while Colossus gets in a good ult hit, he dies, and the HTC is trying to hit Herm here. The Hummel damages him, takes down the gun, which takes down one advantage the German heavy tanks have, or the low has, going for itself, that's the accuracy. But he can't repair it, he already repaired the engine earlier. So right now he's pulling back in one also to defend the cap, to get into a more in a position with more advantages for him, where Artie might not be able to hit him as easily. And while the low is slow, the T-28 HTC is slower, so he should be able to escape the HTC and set it up an ambush. Even though, if you watch chat, you will see that people are complaining about how he's playing. So he's dropping off this cliff here. Didn't know you could do it, but I've done quite a few stunts like that in my Hellcat or in other tanks. If you're slow enough, you won't damage anything. So keep that in mind. If you want to go off a cliff, slow does it. So now he's climbing up this ridge here, slow again, trying to help the arty, but the SU-100 takes down the arty and the Saint Emil takes down the SU-100 and he gets hit from behind. I think that was the Jack Panther. So he's pulling into cover. You might be wondering what was wrong with the AMX-5T. Well, he was AFK here. I don't think he loaded into the game at all. So, not too good, but anyhow. And we know that there's someone on the ridge line because there's shells coming in and hitting the rock. And it's not the T-28 HTC. And Artie is trying to also hit him. And right now Herm is trying to stay safe here and hopes that they are coming up front. And you see that our Artie wants them to move. The Emil is able to take down the HTC. It was spotted. I congratulate the Emil on that. And Herm is trying to get into a position where he's arty or more arty safe and can also spot the Jake Panther. Jake Panther 2 takes down the Emil and Herm is alone. Not that he can't do it, but in a slow tank like the low, you need the opponent to come to you. And he's trying to goad them into coming for him, getting into closer combat where he is at an advantage. Right now, TD and an RT, they are hard to spot. But he spots the Jake Panther, takes a shot, bounces. The Jake Panther bounces as well, but the Hummel hits home and destroys his ammo rack. So he starts to move again. Now with a long reload. Aiming, he pans, and the Jake Panther donks his shot into the ground, which is good. Artie hits him again. Engine out, ammo rack out, gun out, twax damage. Not the best of all, but yeah, still doable if Artie is not hitting him anymore. And Artie hits him again, twags him again, another 20 HP gun. And the Jake Panther donks his shot again. And he's pretty nice hull down against the Jake Panther here. And the Jake Panther takes off a bit more health, so he's on 60 HP now. This is going to be close. But now we were like trying to guess where the Hummel is. He's more like shooting from 1-2 line. So Herm decides to get into Artie safe position, a position he could not take if the Artie was down in their base. So he's slowly pulling back and dropping down here. It's slow. But this is a low, it is a slow tank, as most heavies are. So, yeah. And he sets up an ambush down here. And the question is, what is the Jake Panther 2 going to do? He is not able to spot Herm anymore. And he might want to go and try sneak up on him. So, there's two ways that the Jake Panther 2 is able to come, he could go up B-line, a B-line on the little road, the dirt road, or he could come around the lighthouse there, or the windmill, whatever it is, and try to flank Herm. And Herm is expecting him to flank him here, and has set up an ambush. And he wanted to flank around, and Herm is able to take the shot, and now it's him against the Hummel. So right now we were discussing what would be the best thing to do. The Hummel is an arty, a German arty, so it's big, but a stationary arty is pretty stealthy. So the arty is probably going to spot him before he spots the arty, and that would mean the arty would get the first shot. The arty would probably be able to fully aim before doing anything. So he's pulling back, slowly pointing his armor at the direction that the arty would be able to shoot him from, hoping to take least damage and maybe even be able to survive another hit. Yeah. And now our team is wondering what Herm is doing, pulling back like that there. And Herm decides to set up an ambush, because if the Hummel wants to do anything, he needs to come down a B-line. There's a minute of the game left, and the most that Herm can do here is set up an ambush and hope for a draw, or that the Hummel shows himself. And while Colossus was with Herm here and they were discussing what to do, I had looked up the HP of a Hummel and told them, and Herm switched to HE. So he should be able to pen the Hummel with HE, and HE is going to do enough damage to the Hummel. And we now know where the Hummel is. He just drove through the cap circle. If you don't want your opponents to know where you are, don't ever go through the cap circle. But the Hummel did that. We now know that he's close to our cap, and maybe Herm is going to be able to spot him and greet him with an HE shell. But there are only 6 seconds to the game left. 4, 3, he's aiming, 2, and in the last second he's able to destroy the Hummel. So let's take a quick look at the post-game battle results. That was a Mastery Badge, a Duelist, and a Fire for Effect medal for Herm there. He got a Pilot's medal, which is awarded to someone who destroys at least one enemy vehicle while having received at least 5 different critical hits, and if you're below 80% of your hit points. And I think it's also it's critical hits. I thought it was also when you had damage modules, but I think that might be a different one. He got Spartian for surviving these ricochets from the Jake Panzer, and a steel wall in a low, earning himself 7110 XP for a ×2. Taking a look at the team score, we see that he finished first in XP with almost 3100 damage done, 1279 base XP, and if you look for me, I finished 9th place in team on XP with 800 damage done. If you take a quick look at what I did, I fired 5 shots, hit 3 times, penned twice, and bounced 1300 damage, but the shots bounced by the tanks that I was hiding behind don't count towards that, so could have been more, but I would have died earlier. Let's take a quick look at the detailed report. Herm fired 18 shots, hit 17 of these and penned 11. He blocked 1300 damage and allowed his team to do 879 damage. All in all, that netted him a nice profit, or nice credit earning of 1,116,000 credits. The low is a premium tank, so that explains the loads of credits he gained, a profit of almost 90,000 credits, and it also gave him a bonus for playing a premium vehicle for the experience, and he also got the bonus for playing in a platoon, and that made it allowed him to earn the 7,100 XP. So if you liked this look at someone else's replay, put it into the comments. I know that I didn't explain some of the things one is doing like I would in my replays, but I've got a good memory to why I did stuff and why I did not. So I don't have that with other players' games, of course, so it's a bit more difficult for me to understand why someone is doing something, but I hope you enjoyed the game nonetheless, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.